Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with CthuLoops. We are continuing the stories of Fabrosi and Debris, the filthy-ass degenerates. One of them looks like Bob Ross with a mustache. I'll let you guess as to who that is. So in between episodes, I downloaded a mod that increases the running speed in both in town, out of combat, and in combat. It actually doesn't change the speed at which, the distance at which they can run. So it's not like a cheat or anything. It just makes things go a lot faster. Look at this. We're just zipping around town now. But in our last episode, we managed to free Bear Daughter after she had bitten some lady's face off. And now we're going to talk to Captain Oreo. Or is it Captain
What have we here?
Areola?
A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Cyseal, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Sure, tell me about yourself, Areola.
I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Cyseal. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own misshapen number.
Well, I'd take a look at your face if I were you. But let's discuss Jake's murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot.
Yeah, pigeon poop is magic. Have you ever seen, like, poop come out of a pigeon's anus? No, it just appears on the streets and on your head and in your mouth. If that's not magic, I don't know what is.
Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary.
I don't think so.
The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
Let's talk about the wife, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps?
Actually,
That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
well, that's what you think, but I have some more questions.
If you must.
Let's talk about the undead.
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know.
You're not?
Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
So it sounds like you're enjoying Cyseal.
How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Cyseal stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Cyseal.
Well, sardines tend to do that to everyone, so tell me about the Legion.
We are the pride of Rivalon, to be found and to be seen everywhere.
What are the orcs doing on the
I'd
beach?
say they are looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion.
Tell me about the sect.
Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat. licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Okay, bye-bye. Actually, let me talk to you over here, buddy. Let me just direct your attention over here.
Again.
Okay.
Do feel
Deborah?
free to depart from Cyseal
Do
at
your
your
thing.
earliest convenience.
Let's start stealing some shit. Okay, let's steal the string enthusiast. Let's take his oops, I'm a detective. Let's take the empty potion bottles. The key. And let's look through his bookcase. He's got nothing in there. It's absolute garbage. What's in here? Oh, we've got blank earth scroll. Fantastic. And we could steal his diary. But I said let's go for the light gold cup. Oh, we failed sneaking. Nope. There we go. Bam. We're gonna steal his money too. You son of a bitch. This is what you get for being an asshole. And let's make sure that we're light gold cup. There we go. Aha! Nice. Look at this. Fantastic. All right. Good distracting there, buddy. Okay, let's get the hell out of here before he notices. Okay. Y'all out of there? Good. Good. Let's go upstairs. Talk to Arhu. Arhu? Hey, buddy. Hey. How you doing, man?
Source Hunter. Welcome. Welcome.
All right. Well, tell me a bit about yourself.
But certainly. What would you like to know?
Who or what are you?
Oh, I am but a wizard. A guardian of man and beast. And indeed, I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul.
What the fuck are you smoking? And more importantly, where can I get some?
My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Cyseal. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment. For she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear.
That's nice.
To my great regret, none of them purr as yet.
Okay, well, isn't it dangerous to polymorph like you do? What if you get stuck in another form?
Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I?
Hey, so unrelated question. Do you know of any witches available for hire around the area? It's not for anything related to what you just talked about. It's for like, I've got a boil on my you-know-what, and I'd rather get rid of it. It's unsightly, and I can't be having that.
I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar.
Alright, tell me about this cat trick.
Oh, but that's not a trick.
Oh,
it's
wait.
Such magic
You've
to
already
be
said this
out,
shit
but
before.
of
Never
course
mind.
it's handy
Let's talk about
to
source under
speak by
business.
all means.
Let's talk about Jake's murder.
Of course.
What happened
I
to the
hope
minor
your
murder? What were you
investigation
doing?
fares
What's your
well.
alibi?
I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a...
That's
They
nice.
say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours.
Cool.
I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons.
It sounds like a pretty standard threesome.
It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead.
Again, sounds like a pretty typical threesome.
How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile.
Okay, so who
Souls,
was involved in
no
the
doubt.
orgy?
I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if
Let's talk about the orcs.
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
Well, I'm not a big fan of terriers myself, but okay, let's talk about Cyseal.
And what might those be?
And what can we do about the undead that threaten it?
Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion.
You're a giant pervert, you know that?
The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. And yet, I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct.
That's because you suck. So you seem to have a bit of an orc problem.
You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But to the Legion, they are green-skinned death incarnate.
That's nice.
Until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated, we can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl.
Okay, well, tell me about these magic ballistae.
Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline.
Okay, while you drivel on, Deborah is just going to take care of some business that she desperately needs to take care of. So, yeah, tell me more about the ballistae and the weather, and tell me more about how you like to turn into a perverted cat that goes around spying on people and shit, and how you're a giant, massive, disgusting pervert, and tell me more about your stupid ass staff that seems to just confound everyone. Okay, you know what? Okay, bye. Actually, Arhu, look at me over here.
Welcome.
Yeah, I have some more questions for you there, Arhu. I believe you were in the process of telling me how babies are made, and if you could please tell me how far the ghost of Robin Williams, may he rest in peace, how far the ghost of Robin Williams is able to throw a turtle into the Atlantic Ocean when the sun is setting on the hot afternoon evening of May 31st? Yes? No? Okay, well, okay, bye. We gotta go, Arhu. Nice talking to you. And I left that instructional manual because I think he actually gives that thing to us by himself later. Okay, so is there anything more to explore over here? Does that tree do anything? No. I'm liking the faster movement speed though. That's a bit of a godsend because holy crap.
Victory, Hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
What return? I've never been here before. What the hell are you talking about, man? What are you smoking? Why is everyone here smoking shit? Hey, beggar. What do you got?
1 coin or 2, noble spirit? 1 coin or 2?
Is this a game? Okay, fine. I picked 10.
May the soul of Astarte smile upon you, kind stranger.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all has its own share of benefits.
That's nice. How did you lose it all?
A fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance ruined any small fortune I might have had, but certainly granted me humility.
Okay, well, first, another question for you is, have you ever heard of Leg Day? Like, holy fucking shit, am I talking to a human chicken? Look at his arms! Oh my god, that is disgustingly massive. Also, your wrists are as thick as your thighs. Like, how the fuck did you get this? Do you masturbate furiously on a daily basis? My god, man. Just lay it off.
I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility.
Well, I mean, you've certainly gained fame and renown regarding your giant-ass fucking wrists and arms. Also, your feet are, like, enormously tiny.
Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul.
Okay, I'd rather not talk to a freak with giant wrists. I think that's why I just said frist. A frist is a freak with giant wrists. Okay. Deborah, what do you got to say, girl?
So, those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Yeah, I guess.
Makes sense to me. How can you explore the spirit when you're busy keeping up with the Joneses?
And now he's begging to survive. Looks like everything went according to plan.
I'm still not sure about your voice there, Deborah. Also, what do these do? So, spiritual makes me immune to fear, which sounds actually pretty awesome. And materialistic increases my lore master. Maybe I should have given, Deborah immunity to fear as well, but I don't know. There's a lot of talking. I remember this quest, there's a lot of talking. And if I could please get into some action sometime soon, that'd be amazing. But let's talk to Cedric, who also has a giant fucking wrist problem. Like, what the fuck is this? Could you not model, model a what is this? Oh, look at that! That is grotesque. God, your hands are bigger than your feet, man. Guys, seriously, the character modeling here is atrocious. Look at that. Look at this skinny ass chicken legs. Let's talk to you.
Sit. Stay a while. Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you.
Tell me about
Don't
yourself.
Pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing...
You talk too much.
Reginald came. He brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head. Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition.
Okay, tell me about this
Since
competition.
even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee...
That's nice.
I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief.
That is disgusting. Get the fuck away from you, freak. Also, get some shoes. What? Are you wearing stockings? Are you wearing like a pantyhose? Like an ombre thing going on? What the fuck? You are foul. Don't talk to me, Chaucer. Actually, let's see what you got, Chaucer.
And who are you supposed to be?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But here I...
Oh god, this is annoying. Tell me about your hiccups.
No, really? I hadn't noticed.
Okay, where can I find materials to form?
Don't you have an impressive library here in Seal? I'm sure that beast of a...
Okay, bye-bye. I cannot fucking stand your slow-ass dialogue. Do I want to talk to you? Oh my god, isn't that a sick quest? You're warming the crowd, there we go. That's the quest. Freaking hell, fine.
You there! Take a seat! Prepare to laugh your head off! Cry your eyes out!
Don't tell me about yourself. Tell me about your competition.
Yes, I know of that talentless bull. He was here entertaining the troops before
That's
I
nice.
Reginald,
Talk about your
that's
talking
right.
head.
A talking head? And he doesn't just talk.
Okay, that's enough. Fucking hell. Holy shit. Let's talk to this guy who's
What
Gallagher.
are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long.
Good grief, the same show all day long? That seems like a little bit
Well,
much.
I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I'll just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
Alright, bye. So what, do I talk to Cedric again? I forget how this quest goes exactly. It's been a while.
A familiar face. Come.
Reggie
what's
uses
the
a crowd
shy
warmer.
eye? A person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act.
That's nice.
Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that con man's face when my rightful audience returns.
That's nice. Alright, fine. We'll pay this son of a bitch for you. Although I'm expecting some kind of recompense.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right
Would you be interested in
front
warming
of
up the
you.
crowd for
And look,
Cedric over there?
Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
Let's charm him with the old Fabrosi charm. With my porn stash and gross hair. I suppose a professional like yourself would have enjoyed the challenge. Oh, okay, so we got a rock, paper, scissors this bitch. Alright, man. Let's go with scissors. Oh, no. Fuck. Okay, fine. Let's go with rock. Oh, nice. Alright, alright. Go with rock again. Oh, damn, bitch. Rock again? Oh, you son of a bitch. You fool, you keep using the same tactic. Okay, so I've hit him with rock 3 times. Maybe he'll go paper, I'll go scissors. Oh shit, I'm a master. MLG level, bitch.
I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my wings a bit. And it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
Fantastic. Oh, yeah. Hot diggity damn. Okay. So, now, do I go back to Cedric? Or do I wait for this son of a bitch to walk on over? Holy crap, you're taking so long. Okay, you know what? I can't wait. I literally cannot wait for you to do your stupid ass shit. And what is with that wind noise? Anything to maybe go through in here? Eh? No? Nothing? Alright, fine. Let's head on over to the King's Crab Inn, and we'll go deal with that Cedric crap and entertainer bullshit later. But actually, maybe we should do this first. Talk to the old dude and then hire Jahan upstairs. Hey man, Cecil, how you doing, buddy?
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you.
That's nice. Tell me about yourself.
My elf? What elf?
Yes, the elf standing right behind you who's about to slit your throat.
Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Cecile, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Cecile through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
Alright, well, tell me about these issues.
What? Oh, you mean Cecile? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jahan by source magic no less weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Cysiel.
Whoa, don't knock tendrils before you get to know them, okay, buddy?
And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
Okay, what's this about the Staff of Persimmon?
What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish.
Shut the fuck up, old man.
You mean the Staff of Pergamon? Yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
Alright, tell me about the merchant.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Cysiel harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved.
Okay, well, what do you know about the staff itself?
The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Okay, what about Jake's murder?
Jake? Murdered? Oh, yes, now I recall. Indeed, I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
Tell me about the Duke of Ferrol.
An all right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Cysiel is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor.
Okay, well, tell me about the undead in Cysiel.
What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Cysiel's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
Okay, tell me more about the sect.
Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics.
Haha, funny old
See,
man.
when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally, well, they...
Okay, buddy, it doesn't have to be a lady and a fellow. By fellow, I'm assuming you mean dude. Doesn't have to be that way, okay, buddy?
Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds.
Tell me about your
That
library.
Depends. What kind of berries are you interested in, exactly?
The one between your legs.
Ah, the library. Yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Cysiel. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Sure, sounds interesting.
Marvelous. Follow me then.
Do I have to follow you? Key to his living quarters. Hello. Deborah, it's time to steal that shit. And actually, it appears that no one is around to stop us. So let's go ahead and just stealing everything we can. We don't need the history of Cysiel. We got enough book learning as it is. But let's steal these gold cups and this painting and go through this ornate chest. And we've cleaned them out. Fantastic. All right, let's not cause too much suspicion by waiting around too long.
Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Cysiel's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. Ah, it brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
That's nice. Alright, let's recruit Jahan before we end the episode here. Jahan, talk to me, son.
Autem mali demonis quam. What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisherfolk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed. No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
Okay, well, why would you want to join forces?
Why? Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jahan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy. Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I offer you, the might of the magician's mastermind, on one condition: that on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
Alright, well, fine. There will be no deals with demons.
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
And I guess Deborah, sure.
Agreed. Nothing good ever came from bargaining with those devils anyway.
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery, into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the abyss. Onward, blood and triumph await.
That's nice. Alright, cool. Alright, let's leave it off here and continue this in our next episode. In between, I'll organize the new inventory and stuff with Jahan and all that stuff. So, alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.